We are following breaking news. The Dogs have won the national championship against #1 Alabama. Final score 33-18 Georgia. The Dogs just pulled ahead in the fourth quarter. We have crews live in Indianapolis tonight, ready to report on the party.
Alan Devlin is live on campus for us. As we take a look at that final score, let it sink in, Bulldogs fans. The first national championship for this program since 1980. Herschel Walker was on that team. Now he's running for U.S. Senate. Let's check in with Alan, who's there on campus. Alan, describe the scene for us. What's it like?
Rick, 42 years they've been waiting on this. This is what we've got. The Ricks are going to go inside the bar, and everybody's starting to spill out to the streets of Athens right now. They are celebrating a win here in Athens. 42 years they've been waiting to get this championship, and they made it happen tonight. The entire city electric, every bar packed, every restaurant filled. Security's out keeping all these students safe, but of course they're celebrating. Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Yeah! Let's go! Absolutely insane. UJ put on a dominant performance here tonight, almost doubling Alabama's score, which was wildly unexpected. Alabama a favorite in many aspects, but tonight Georgia got it done. Of course, Athens very happy here. If you take a look, step up onto the sidewalk for me and take a look down the road. Everybody is starting to spill out into the streets. It is absolutely crazy right now. I want to see, if you look down here, look, my photographer will pan down here, fans starting to collect in the intersection, spilling out into the streets, spilling out of the restaurants, out of the bars. The bars are starting to empty right now because everybody's looking to celebrate. But I'm downtown right now. I'm downtown right now on College Avenue. But all these players are going to be headed to campus real soon here. That's where the party's going to continue. Again, 42 years. First of all, you can say.
We can't understand what words are saying. I think they're all saying, we finally did it.
42 years. I was reading Alan's lips. He said 42 years. That's how long it's been. We'll check back with you, Alan. Have a good time there.
Let's go to Adam Murphy. He has suffered through a lot of losses and wins, but nothing as exciting as finally getting that big victory. Adam, you watched it from the outside. The fans are about to come out. Your chest is beating hard right now, isn't it?
I think I may have lost you guys. How about them Dogs? Unbelievable. They get it done tonight in Indianapolis. An amazing experience. I can't believe it. 41 years in the making. And yes, there's been a lot of heartache for Georgia fans, but it came together tonight. They had a tough game. They had a lot of penalties go against them. Alabama's a great football team, but Georgia found a way. They never gave up. And they won this ball game in an incredible fashion there at the end. And I have to tell you, Sean, I was not credentialed to be inside Lucas Oil Stadium, but I'm going to bring somebody in here who's really special. My cousin lives here in Indiana. I was born in Indiana. My cousin, come over here, Jason. Jason, my cousin, got me tickets to this game. I was inside. Jason, this was his first SEC game. You were pulling for the Dogs because of me. But you love the Dogs, too. What'd you think about this?
What an unbelievable game. Just an unbelievable special game. We were scared for a while. You know that. But what an unbelievable game. It's a national championship that'll go down in history. Just unbelievable.
And for this to happen in Indy, Indy's done a great job hosting this event. And Indy's a sports town. You guys have really embraced this.
Amateur sports capital of the world. Indianapolis 500, that's where it starts. NCAA headquarters here. Pacers, Colts, we love it. We love sports here in Indy.
Well, thank you so much. I love you, buddy.
I love you
really,
too.
Really appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, thank you so much. Jason came through for me, got me some tickets. We both enjoyed this celebration. And, guys, something we will all remember for many years to come. And just to be here and be a part of it, I'm truly grateful. And for those of you at home that are Dog fans, I know how much this means to you. And let's just soak this up because it's a lot of years in the making, and what a great celebration for all of us. How about them Dogs?
Poor Adam. He's not going to be able to talk tomorrow at all.
Congratulations, buddy. Very, very nice.
He has really weathered through the team.
What a cousin. Adam Murphy has a cousin of the year. Sierra Cummings has the assignment of the night. She is there at Academy Sports in Cobb County. And that gear, I guess they opened up those boxes real quick, Sierra.
They opened up the boxes really quick. Take a look. We've got some shirts. I've got this pretty cool hat. If you're not at Indy, this is where the party is. We're over in Kennesaw. We've got the manager, Alan Rojas. People can come. This is where they should come.
Oh, yeah. We've already got 5, 6, 10 people lined up. You're just kind of waiting outside while we get everything set up here. As you can see, we've got the shirts, we've got the hats, we've got everything people need to get ready for the Georgia win.
It was super exciting because they were not going to open the store if there was no win. We weren't going to be able to see this magical gear. Walk us through some of the options today.
Oh, yeah. So as you can see, they're starting to just lay everything out. We've got some of the shirts down there. We've got short sleeve, the black, and then we've got down here, we've got some of the red shirts, long sleeved as well. And then if you see on the racks here, we've got some of the hats with the national championship hats, the ones you'll see them wearing on the field. We've also got some other assorted hats as well. And then if you go down to the end here, we've got some novelty items, a little bit of everything that you need. You know, if you're just that really big fan that wants to celebrate and cheer on the Dogs for this championship. It's so exciting right now.
You know, it's quiet right now, but it will be loud and rowdy, hopefully for the next couple of hours, right? That's what y'all are expecting?
Oh, my gosh, absolutely. We knew fans were just so excited. They were just watching the game, watching it count down. And as I said, as soon as the game ended, we already had people driving up. So we're just ready to take care of them, get them inside, and get the party started.
And as he mentioned, it's a line forming outside the doors. We've got a lot of gear out here. They're unpacking those boxes. But what happens when things run out off these tables?
Yeah, so once we run out, we'll, of course, want to try and get some more in. So as long as there's a demand for the product, we'll ship it in. We'll get it in here for Dogs fans to get out and celebrate. If they can't get it tonight, come in tomorrow, come in the next day, and we'll take care of you.
All right, how about the Dogs? We are really excited. If you're not at a local bar watching a watch party, come here. This is where the party is. We'll be here for the next few hours. Back to you guys.
All right, and we'll sell out quickly. I'm sure it will, Sierra. Let's go to Rob Hughes. Rob, the fans are starting to file out of Lucas Oil Stadium right now. What is some of the reaction you're getting from UGA fans?
Well, it's funny because we're not seeing a whole lot of UGA fans right now because they just won the national championship, so they're all inside. All we're seeing right now is Alabama fans for the most part. However, I got my buddy Rob right here. He is a UGA fan. He's here with an Alabama fan, too. I'm assuming a friend of his. That's
my best friend.
Okay, so a little bit of controversy there for the two of you. But you're the winner tonight, my friend.
Exactly. You know, how long has it been? You know? We've been waiting. Finally, tonight, we made it happen.
How's it feel? You got to break it down. I mean, this has got to be kind of an emotional moment, right?
The whole game, I was like, oh, my stomach's killing me. And then they scored, we scored, they scored, we scored. And finally, when it came down to it, I was like, holy cow, we're actually going to win this game.
Can you believe that they won this based on the fact that how that SEC championship game went?
Well, the SEC championship, in my own mind, I told myself, it's like, we're not going to show all the plays.
Yeah.
So when it came to the national championship, they threw those plays in there. So, you know, there's no way Alabama could keep up with that.
I love that. The fans got to make excuses for their own team. You got the belief, though.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all make excuses for ourselves. So, you know, that's exactly what I did.
Look, I'm a bandwagon fan. I'm here covering the Dogs.
So you're here
but I was making
here for Georgia?
Let me just show you that I'm here for Georgia.
Yeah! There you go.
How about them Dogs? How about them Dogs? Two Robs make it right here in Indianapolis. We're going to talk to a whole bunch of Georgia fans tonight, guys. We'll send it back to you for now.
All right. He is the bandwagon fan. See how quick, Vince, he pulled that hat right out of his pocket?
Oh, you always got to have the gear. He's real quick on the draw with the hat.
Vince, let's break down the game. You know, it seemed like Alabama sort of just collapsed at the end.
Well, the fourth quarter, everything flipped. So there's a lot to unpack in this game in particular. You go back to the SEC championship game. Georgia's #1. They're embarrassed by Alabama. They gave up 41 points, and Bryce Young was outstanding. The Heisman Trophy winner just did as he pleased, threw for over 400 yards in that game. So now, Georgia ends a 7-game losing streak to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Kirby Smart had never beaten them, the former Alabama assistant to Nick Saban. He was 0-4. So this is just chasing the ghost away and doing it all in a national championship game. We know the drought. It goes back to 1980 since Georgia won their last national championship game. The heroes were plenty in this one. I think you have to start with the Georgia defense. They were embarrassed in that SEC championship game. Entirely different unit here. They put pressure on Young. They sacked him. They forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. They blocked a field goal in this game. And it flipped everything for Georgia because they hung in there. In the first half, Georgia's offense was struggling. They were down 9-6 at the break. But then they come back in the second half. That defense keeps pounding away. They get turnovers, and eventually they turn the tide, so to speak, in the fourth quarter, and they go on to win 33-18. Couple of things to talk about. Not only the defense, but the running game. They ran for 140 yards, did the Georgia Bulldogs in this one. They had to establish a run against Alabama to control clock and to beat them and to keep the pressure off Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett, we all know his backstory. He's a former walk-on at Georgia. He took over this year for Daniels when Daniels got hurt at quarterback. He had his doubters all the way into this game, all the way into the third quarter, because if you looked at Twitter, they were like, what are we going to do? We can't make plays with this guy. But he stepped up, 2 big touchdown passes, and he's a hero. He's really folklore stuff for the Georgia Bulldogs in winning this national championship game. So here it is. Georgia hangs on. They finally chase away Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. They claim their championship. They were #1 for most of the season, and they played like #1 in this game, doing it all, offense and defense. And congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. And what looked like it was kind of a slow national championship game really caught fire in the fourth quarter.
Oh, it
Georgia
did.
flipped everything, and they went on to win.
You know, I was watching Stetson Bennett when he had the first turnover, and some of the snarls on the fans and even his own teammates.
Right.
I was like, gosh, is he going to be able to turn this around? I think he redeemed himself.
He really did. He's really been a great caretaker for the offense this year. He isn't spectacular, but you know what? He's athletic enough. He can run a little bit to loosen a defense, and then he made a couple of big throws late.
I mean, to air it out like that at the end of the game, to win that touchdown that really put it away for the Bulldogs. All right, Vince, stick around. We're going to look at more of the highlights coming up in a little bit. Well, I want to go back out to Adam Murphy. And Adam, all of a sudden, Georgia is title town. We had the Braves a couple of months ago. We got the Dogs tonight. What are you thinking about this, buddy?
Let me tell you, Rick, sometimes the stars align. You said it best. Atlanta Braves, Georgia Bulldogs, all in a matter of months. It's been a beautiful run for Atlanta. Atlanta, you know, it was talked about having that curse and that monkey on the back. Well, it's gone. It's long gone. Found some diehard dogs here. Made the trip to Indy from Columbus.
From Columbus, Georgia. Yes,
How you feeling?
I feel pretty outstanding, man. You know, it's a big presence. It's a big welcome for us to be out here, man. I came here with the love of my life. You know what I mean? We came out here with our energy. It was in the wind. It was in the experience, man. It's our time. We came out here and got this national championship. Everybody says this. Yeah.
How good does this feel? 41 years. Were you guys born then?
No, I wasn't born. Hey, man, it's 19 degrees outside right now. I feel like it's 87. We out here winning.
When it's hot, it's hot, right?
It's hot, baby.
And Georgia's hot. I mean,
Georgia's off the chain right now. Atlanta Braves, the Georgia Bulldogs come through. We give them the we give them the SEC championship. We really didn't want it.
We
wanted the natty.
Are you guys heading downtown for a little fun?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. We got to push it to the max, baby. We got to push it to the max.
And you know, this was a tough one too. It started out rough. A lot of calls going against Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Then all of a sudden, late fourth quarter, Georgia put it on, right? Can you believe this?
You know, Kirby Smart, he figured Nick Saban out. You know, Nick Saban make those big adjustments at halftime. He comes out and he flipped the whole script to come and win the game. But Kirby Smart played a little slow, a little conservative the first half. He gave that second half. He gave it all we got, baby.
You want to know how old I am? Kirby Smart was on the field when I was in Georgia.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh, go Dogs, baby.
How about them Dogs?
How about them Dogs?
It was pretty sweet to see them winning.
Man, to say the least, baby. To say the least.
All right, well, listen, go enjoy the town. Celebrate the win. How about them Dogs?
How about them Dogs? Go Dogs, baby. Go Dogs.
All right, our team covers.
He just looked at Adam and said, what? You're an old man. That's who you are.
Adam, we're going to come back to you in a bit as you try to catch some more fans walking out of the stadium. Let's go to Alan Devlin. He's in Athens, where the party is starting to really get started. And Alan, you know, everybody wants to know, is there going to be a parade?
You know what? All these UGA fans right now are trying to figure that out. Honestly, I want to show you what we're dealing with right here. This is the corner of College and Clayton right now. It is absolutely jam-packed with UGA fans. There is no traffic coming through right now, as you can see, and it keeps getting more and more crowded by the second. All of these fans out here celebrating, enjoying their time after just coming down with that massive win in the championship game. Look at that. There they go. I had to step out of the shot so we could take a look at this. And if we pan over here, take a look over here. Look at all these guys down here on this thing as well. They are just packing this intersection. It's wall-to-wall with UGA fans. Everybody having a good time, spraying champagne, everything that comes with the celebration, the national championship celebration is happening right here in Athens. You can see a little bit of our CBS46 news cards covered in the fans right now. The energy, electric. Rick, Sean, it is so much fun. I wish you guys could be down here with me because this is so incredible. Once in a lifetime opportunity, 42 years for something like this. It is insane. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, exactly what you expect. And the craziest part is it keeps going.
Yeah.
The fans, they keep coming. And they got toilet paper.
Alan, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, though, Alan. I don't see any masks.
What?
No social distancing.
You know what? You know what?
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right. You're right. You're right. No masking down here, as from what I can see. I think everybody's a little too excited. Sean, to be honest, everybody's a little too... Oh, look! This guy that just walked by me had a mask on. One guy just had a mask on. So there's that. That's one...
That's my favorite guy right there. We're gonna go.
I'll get... Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Sean.
No, Alan, we're going to come back to you. Your shot is frozen up a little bit. Let's go to Academy Sports. Rick and Vince and Sierra, we're going to need some kind of gear. How long are they going to be open?
You know what? We've got quite a few hours. I'm going to get you guys some gear. But, Sean, don't be a Debbie Downer here because folks here, they don't have on masks. There's no social distancing, but we're going to forgive them because there's so much excitement. Look at the line here. People getting the short sleeve, the long sleeves, the hat, the gear. We've got fans that have been waiting for a moment like this. I want to introduce you to a fan. We've got Kevin here. I mean, he's spending his paycheck here at Academy Sporting Goods.
Absolutely. Well worth the pay, too. Been waiting all my life for this. Die-hard Georgia fan. Grew up watching the game with my dad. Went to many Georgia games. Watched many games with him. You know, my dad passed away earlier this year, but, you know, tonight going to this game, I was like, let's win this for my dad.
Wow, and they won it for your dad.
Absolutely.
Were you nervous there? There was some controversial calls.
There were. You know, I felt like there were some calls that, you know, didn't get called on Alabama. Obviously, that one against, you know, Georgia that was ruled a fumble. Didn't really feel like that was very fair, but you know what? We trumped everything, man. We came out strong in that fourth quarter. We owned Alabama this time.
You did. You owned Alabama. You did. Show us some of the gear you've got.
Man, definitely got to get some of the national champion gear. Got hats, shirts, more hats, stickers, everything. We're all Georgia.
Okay, how much you spending here?
I don't care how much I'm going to spend. I want it all. If it's $200, cool. $300, fine. I'll make more money tomorrow.
That's the way. How about them dogs? So the celebration continues. We've got a couple hours here. The line just for me. They opened the store about 15 minutes ago. We've got gear ranging from $15 to $35. It's going to be a party, and we'll be here to capture it all. Back to y'all.
All right, that's great, Sierra. Thanks very much. Rob Hughes. Rob, it's time for the morning show. Your regular show is just about to begin, my friend. So take it away. Who have you got out there with you?
Rick, we're not going to sleep tonight. Are you kidding me? None of the fans are going to be going to sleep. We're not going to be going to sleep. We'll be flying out of the airport later this morning. What time is it? 12:15. Hey, I got some Georgia fans here. We've only seen Alabama fans because they're the losers tonight. But the Georgia fans are finally starting to come out. Guys, what's up? How was that?
This is literally the best day of my life. My whole life. Absolutely insane. I just graduated, and I wanted more than anything, like a week after I graduated, to have us win. And I came all the way here with all my friends. We got the Taco Bell, the free tickets that they gave all the students. Yeah, Taco Bell getting free tickets.
Big shout out Taco Bell. Free ads for Taco Bell.
I'm going to another restaurant again. Taco Bell has my whole heart. I said I was going to name my firstborn child Liv Moss. We love the Liv Moss student section.
That is easily the best story I've heard in the last 4 days surrounding this national championship. So big shout out to Taco Bell. National champs, how's that sound?
Beautiful. I'm so excited. We're going to go back to Athens as soon as we get home. So we're going to bring the trophy home. We just got texts from all of our friends that everyone at home is like ringing the chapel bell like nonstop at night.
So I have a colleague, Alan Devlin, who's live in Athens right now, and I can't hear a word he's saying. He's done a 2-minute live report, and all I hear is people screaming. Do you guys realize how lucky y'all are?
When was the last time this happened? Oh, I have no idea. Like, when was the last
80.
time?
1980.
How old are you guys?
I'm 21. 21.
21.
Yeah, we're all 21.
It's been a little bit, guys. It's been a little bit. About double that amount of time.
21 years. This is surreal. And the fact I literally just graduated. Away game too. We've never gotten tickets to an away game, so.
Just Athens.
Yes,
that's a pretty good place to watch a college football game, though.
I know. This is my first away game, and we won, and it's a championship. I just graduated, and I can't wait to tell my kids. I've gone to every away game this season, but this one's the best one of them all.
Yeah. Exactly. I think I just heard you, Sean. Liv Moss.
That's the name of her first child.
Can you beat that? Let's see this jacket. Turn.
Wow.
Two-time
Very nice.
champ,
Very, very nice. Very
Georgia Bulldogs.
Nice.
How about that?
Yeah, now she's
How about them dogs?
2022.
Yeah, they got to add some numbers to that.
Okay, Rob, we're going to come back to you in a little bit. I know that
Rob,
the fans are starting to file out of Lucas Oil Stadium, but we got a tweet, Rick. Did you see this one?
Yes, this is from Georgia Athletics.
It's the national championship. Georgia Bulldogs has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? This is a tweet that was just made.
You've got the trophy, you've got the national champs, you've got the Georgia. I mean, that pretty much.
It's already being retweeted over 800 times, over 1,800 likes. Listen.
Yeah, this is really
Vince,
cool.
The team has, I think nothing really epitomizes this more than when I saw Stetson Bennett on Stetson. I said Stetson. Stetson Bennett, who was on the sidelines, and he was in tears. That really epitomizes just how much this means, not only to Athens, but to the state of Georgia and to the team.
Well, no question about it. And Keely Ringo ran back a 79-yard interception return for a touchdown late, and then Stetson Bennett can no longer control his emotions. I mean, he was on the sideline realizing that it was going to happen, and there he is. You know, the tears are flowing, and what a story for him. You know, he never gave up on himself, and his team believed in him. You know, he rallied all the guys around him. They realized what a hard worker he is and what a great leader he is. He's been a great caretaker for this team as a quarterback. And the defense stepped up for him, and the running game stepped up for him, and his receivers all made plays along the way. So just a great team effort for Georgia, and to come back after really getting hammered in the SEC championship game and turn the tables all over Alabama to win convincingly the way they did. This is just a great victory and a great moment in Georgia sports all time. And for Kirby Smart, finally the monkey is off his back. He was 0-4 against his former boss, Nick Saban, while at Georgia. But all of that is erased now, and it's a new day for Georgia football. And the drought is over, so the celebration.
I spoke to Rick. You know, Rick, when I told you, I felt like we got revenge after we saw what happened at the game, the championship game.
That's right. This was payback tonight.
Yeah, paybacks.
Talk to us, Vince, about Georgia football and this program in general, and what it means to this entire state. Because I think if you're from another part of the country and you've landed here in Atlanta the way that so many of us have for work or other reasons, you know, it's hard to understand exactly how seriously people here take Georgia football.
Well, that's true. And you have to talk about the SEC itself. Winning that is one thing. Winning a national championship is another. It's always epic in that particular conference. But they pulled it together. They were the #1 team in the nation for a long time, the best defense in the nation, and it all came together. And the fact is, they erased what happened in the SEC championship game, played great in the semifinal, and took it into the championship. So, Fred Khalil, back in Indy, only this time he's crowning a Georgia champion. Fred, what do you got?
Okay, we got Darnell Washington. Darnell, tell us a little bit about this game, man. It was a hell of a game, hard-fought game, man. And we just put our best into it. I'm George, by the way, George Pickens.
George Pickens, I'm sorry.
But it's a hell of a game. We fought hard.
Hey, George,
how about for you coming back, though, off of that, man?
Man, it was just me putting the preparation and time in, and I knew with these type of team, I want to fight with these type of teammates.
I mean, you had to fight so much. I mean, this season was so such a fight for you. Just tell us a little bit about going through that, the ebbs and flows.
Man, it was a fight for the whole team, the whole season, man. After we lost the first game to Alabama, we locked in, we re-locked in, and we knew we were going to capitalize.
Now, you hear these folks right here go, one more year, they want you to stay. Have you made a decision?
I mean, I haven't made a decision just yet, but I would want myself to stay if I wanted them to stay, if I wanted the fans to stay, if I want everybody to stay. Man, I just know that I'm glad, I'm happy right now, and I give all the glory to God, man.
You know, just talk about, just the experience that you had here at the University of Georgia, just this year and this team, the way you guys were able to come back and pull it all together after that loss in the SEC championship.
Man, I just think we really just, when we lost that game, we got back and we locked in, man. And we're brothers, so like we got together as brothers, and we told you so we're not gonna be denied.
Okay, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's go to Emily over there now. That was George Pickens. Let's go over to Emily.
Hey, Fred, I'm here with Roquan Smith, the former Dog, who every tonight.
It was special. Like, just seeing these guys come out here and accomplish their dreams, win a natty for not just, themselves, but the class before them, all the guys before them. And it's truly an honor, and I'm just extremely happy for those guys. And, hey, the sky's the limit, man, and what can I say? It's pretty special.
Look, you gave me some grief throughout the last couple years talking about Stetson Bennett. You love him. You said that players in the locker room love him. He was crying on the sidelines tonight, so emotional. Can you describe what you think he was feeling?
The guy is very, very emotional at the times like this, and as a lot of people know, the guy was like counted out. Not many people gave the guy a shot. So for him to be able to, not be given a shot and come out and take what he deserves and go out and earn it each and every day. And I watched the guy since I was in college, and the way the guy worked, man, is truly special. And I don't have anything but respect for that guy. I take my hat off to that guy because he's one of the hardest working people I know.
How about Curtis Smart, your head coach? It took him 6 seasons, that's it, to win a natty for you guys.
That's pretty special. I knew as soon as he got to Georgia that he was breeding something special, and I knew once he got everything in place and, everything fell in place, I knew that it was going to be a special year. So this year was the one that counted, and I'm so happy for Kirby and the guys, man. It's truly special.
Roquan Smith, thank you so much for your time. We're going to send it back to Fred. Fred?
Greg, can you hear us?
It looks like Fred has given us the sights and sounds on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Go ahead, Fred.
Okay, hey, man, congratulations. We're just talking about this big win. Let's talk about this big win, winning the national championship.
Man, this feel like a dream right now. I don't even feel like this happening right now. It's just all the work we put in over the summer, everything that we've done up to this point, for it to finally play off, do something legendary is something I just can't explain, honestly.
And to beat Alabama, I mean, that was the one that, the guy that you couldn't beat, you beat him, right?
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, if Alabama's the one that we've been trying to beat for years, and just for it, the way it happened, the way it did, like, it's just a magical moment.
I mean, 20 points in the fourth quarter, man. Talk about that.
We just worked hard. We just kept chopping. Our coach told us to stay composed. We stayed composed. We did what we had to do.
All right. Hey, man, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Hey, Nakobe, right here. Hey, Nakobe. Right here, man. That was Nakobe Dean. He's a little bit bigger than me. I can't really wrestle him back. Otherwise, I would have pulled him back into the fray. But I could not do that with Nakobe.
Fred, we want to hear from Stetson Bennett. Are you anywhere close to him?
Some other guys. I'm sorry?
We want to hear from Stetson Bennett. You anywhere close to him?
Vince, we saw George Pickens just a moment ago talking to Fred. Pickens made that catch, that incredible catch. It looked like it was about 40, 50 yards that Bennett threw to him, and that really was one of the turning points of the fourth quarter.
Well, it was, and he was, one of the guys who stepped up. Look, quarterbacks get a lot of attention. But receivers have to make plays for quarterbacks, too, okay? Not all passes are between the numbers on the chest. You have to go up and make a play. And that's how the Dogs work tonight. They rallied as a team. Defensively, everybody was getting to the ball defensively, and offensively they had guys step up. James Cook had a huge run to set up a touchdown. They had a field goal block before that, and they just collectively played great. You asked me what this means for the state of Georgia in football. Now think about it. You're in the same conference as Alabama and Nick Saban, who have dominated college football all these years. You're knocking on the door. You have opportunities. Opportunities are fleeting. They stepped up tonight, and they seized that opportunity, got it done, got their national championship, and maybe they have shifted things in the Southeastern Conference now. Maybe Georgia is going to be the big dog for a few more years.
Instead of Alabama being the team that everybody's scared of, now everybody's scared of Georgia.
They should be.
And they should be.
What does this do for Coach Kirby Smart's legacy? He was always in the shadow of his former mentor, and now he's actually beat Nick Saban. Does this mean more money for him, too, to stay at Georgia?
Well, I think, Georgia is going to want to hold on to Kirby Smart for a long time. Look, it was an incremental climb for him. They've had opportunities. They just did not get it done. But it's like the Georgia players were saying, look, when you have two really great teams like this, sometimes it takes a couple of plays here and there. You've got to make a big play, and that can shift the game, and that's what happened with Georgia. They were the team that stepped up and made plays. Smart has stayed the course, okay? They were number one for most of the year. After the SEC loss, they could have, felt like maybe Bama was better than they are, but that's not the case. They came in and played great.
Let's go back out to Fred Khalil. Fred is with one of the players right now, and Fred, hopefully we'll get this. Oh, yeah, there you are. Tell us, who do you have with you and his role in this championship game?
We got Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings here with his little brother, James, on this team. What is it like watching your little brother win a national title?
I was excited the whole game. It's my first time watching my little brother play. And no better game than to watch them win a national title. So I'm proud of him, and I'm happy for him.
Just talk a little bit about that fourth quarter that Georgia put up, man. 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was big. They just needed to play the spark of that long run he had, sparked them up, and they was going since then. So they just needed to play to spark them up, and I'm just glad he sparked them up.
I mean, were you surprised the way they went toe-to-toe with Alabama like that and then pulled away?
Nah, I wasn't actually. I've been watching Georgia all year. I've been watching ever since he got there. This year, this team was just different. It was just a different feeling about this team, man. I knew Bama wasn't going to beat them twice.
Got an offensive line that's pretty good, too, huh?
Yeah. You got Justin Shaper and them guys up there. They moving people, and I'm just glad my brother get a chance to run behind that.
Hey, man, thanks, Dalvin. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right. That's Dalvin Cook, James Cook's big brother and NFL star, outstanding running back. We're live down here on the field. It's kind of crazy. Georgia with a big win, man. 20 points in the fourth quarter. They win the national championship now. So we're still walking around here. Let's walk back through here.
And Fred, as you walk around,
go back to the studio. We'll go back to the studio right now. Okay, Sean?
Confetti on the ground. I've been reading social media and the tweets. They've sort of said it was it got a little weird when Coach Kirby Smart accepted the trophy. He gave it a lot of smooches.
The trophy?
I think, he smooched on the trophy.
I think he
deserves it.
He can go to bed with that trophy tonight if he wants to. Well, I don't think anybody's going to stop him.
Well, that's his business. However, he will keep it close and close to his heart, I'm sure, after winning. Bryce Young was an Heisman Trophy winner, the quarterback for Alabama. We talked about Stetson Bennett getting his night. He doesn't have the trophy, but he's got the national championship trophy, not the Heisman Trophy. And I thought Georgia did a really good job of disrupting Young, who really in the SEC championship game win over Georgia did whatever he wanted to do. Again, throwing for over 400 yards. He was elusive. They didn't sack him once. This time he was under pressure constantly in this game, a couple of interceptions, and that starts to play on the opposing quarterback. When you break him down, you break the team down, and that's what Georgia did.
If you guys want to just take me for a live hit, I'm happy to do
it was, we'll get Emily lined up here, so we'll chat with her, because, Emily, this was really sort of a tale of two halves. The first half of this game ended, it looked like a baseball score at halftime, and then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened in the fourth quarter. You can see the cheering section is still very loud out there at Lucas Oil Stadium. But the way the Dogs really turned the game around in the second half, you talk about adjustments the coaches make in the locker room during halftime. I mean, Kirby Smart and what he said to this team, I think a lot of people are going to want to know. A lot of coaches are going to want to know so that maybe they could duplicate it with their programs.
See there. No, Rick, that's a great point. And the one thing you have to remember, we saw some of the young fans. Rob was talking to some of the young ladies there who were Georgia fans. You know, you have a generation of Georgia fans who've never seen a championship, right? Okay, they weren't born the last time Georgia won it all. So it's monumental. And really, in many ways, Georgia had to win this national championship. This was their opportunity. If this one had gotten away, you don't know what the future might have held, and how Nick Saban would have walked away with a seventh national title. Alabama would still be the king of the SEC. So it was a must-win.
What's next for Georgia, though? How many of those players? Because I'm monitoring social media, and there's so many people who are chiming in saying that many of these players on Georgia's team will likely play in the NFL. How many of them are leaving, and will Coach Kirby, will he have to literally rebuild his team from the beginning again?
You know, that's quite an in-depth question for me. I don't have that roster information in front of me right now. But I'll go to Emily is out there. Emily, how about some thoughts on really Georgia winning this must-win championship game?
Yeah, so it was finally their turn in 6 years. That's what it took Kirby Smart in his 6th season as UGA's head coach. He led the Dogs to a national championship win. Of course, in his 2nd season as head coach, he had the opportunity to do it. You know, that's history at this point, that 2018 national championship loss. So here's the deal, guys. Stetson Bennett, he's been described as resilient by his teammates. Jordan Davis says that's what he admires the most about him. That is what he admires the most about his quarterback, is the fact that he's resilient. So many seniors came back this year because they called it the revenge tour. They felt like last year they just didn't live up to their potential. They knew they could do better, so that's exactly what they did. Came back and went all the way. So I'm sure tonight they're celebrating this championship, but they're also celebrating the fact that they came back for a season, believed in themselves, and look at what happened here tonight. This is now the winningest senior class in UGA history with 45 wins. That's never happened before. So this senior class is leading on a very, very high note. Again, 41 years, that's the last time the UGA faithful were able to celebrate, and tonight this one is all for them. Stetson Bennett, so emotional after the game, but you can understand why. He had so many critics, including me, doubt him for so long. But the joke is on us tonight. Stetson Bennett goes out on top. Guys.
Stetson Bennett finally made you smile, Em. I love it. All right, Stetson Bennett, speaking of 40-yard touchdown pass. This is to A.D. Mitchell with 8 minutes to go. Georgia was down 18-13. They go up 19-18 after that catch. Great job. And then you want to talk about sealing things up as we see Bennett moving and shifting and giving himself a chance, making that throw. What a great catch as well. I talked about going up and making a play for your quarterback. Look at this. I mean, he's being grabbed, pushed, poked, prodded, and he still comes down with the football for the touchdown.
That's kind of when it started to turn around, too.
Absolutely. So they go out in front, and then, Georgia just seemed to kind of grab all the energy in the building after that. As you watch more of Stetson Bennett.
The same play. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, how about that? I was going to talk about sealing this thing up. And we got to give the defense a big tip of the hat because they were unbelievably disruptive. They swarmed to the football when Alabama tried to make plays sideline to sideline, and they could not. So that was actually interference and wiped away. But
here's the interception.
Yeah, okay, this is Keely Ringo picking this off. And you talk about a backbreaker, Rick. How about taking it all the way back 79 yards?
Pick six. Love it.
I remember hearing Rick at the time yell pick six, and me being a rookie when it comes to learning about all these football terms. I'm like, what in the world does that mean?
Well, we're still in kind of a game at this point, but then Ringo made sure that he would steal things up. 33-18, and that turned out to be the final score, and the celebration was on, and the tears were flowing from Stetson Bennett on the sidelines. And Kirby Smart getting some elevation there. That's a vertical. Who knew? Looking like
I like how he started beating his hands up and down like a little kid because he knew the victory was right there. It was right in his hands at that point.
Sad for Coach Nick.
Yeah.
Well,
he's looking for the Aflac duck, I think.
There'll be more commercials, right, for him. No problem. Okay, Fred Khalil is back on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium. Let's go back to him. Fred.
Hey, Vince, I tell you what a game today. 20 points in the fourth quarter for the University of Georgia. 3 touchdowns. Of course, they went for 2. One time didn't make it. But they won the ball game 33-18. Stetson Bennett was 17 of 26. Say what you want about Stetson Bennett. Say whatever you want. The guy has been criticized all season long by pretty much everybody that covered the team. But this guy tonight was efficient. He was 17 of 26, only threw for 224 yards. But listen, when you have the University of Georgia and you have that bevy of backs, as I like to call it, you're running the football the way they do, then your quarterback doesn't need to do a lot. And Stetson Bennett has done just enough. And I think that's why we saw him in tears, after the game. So Stetson Bennett really was just kind of exhausted in tears after winning the national championship. Hey, Rob Hughes on the outside of the stadium. Who's out there, Rob?
Hey, we have my buddy Ken out here. Ken, you brought a championship belt in with you. You knew they were the champs before the game even started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a Dog Nation, baby. The Dogs are here. The Dogs are here. Go Dogs!
What's it like being here, man?
It's cold. It's cold, but hey, we're gonna get warm tonight in Indy.
It's all worth it when you're national champs, no matter how cold it is, right?
That's right.
What do you think about how that game played out? Were you confident when the Dogs were down 9-6?
I really was.
You have to be if you're carrying a championship belt in before the game even starts.
Yes, sir. You got to have confidence in your team. Go Dogs.
Did you have confidence when they lost the SEC championship game?
I was there, too. I didn't have the belt yet.
You bought the belt after the Dogs lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game?
And we went to Miami together.
Ken, do you know you're a little crazy?
Yes, sir. My wife thinks so, too.
How about them Dogs?
How about them Dogs? Sick 'em.
Hey, by the way, they're selling championship gear inside already. I've seen some people walk out with the official merchandise, so I'm hoping somebody's thinking about me inside. I don't know if that's Emily or Fred, but bring me some championship gear, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Rob. We'll check back with you in a minute. There are the cheerleaders. They're still swimming in the confetti, waving around the Georgia flag, posing for pictures. And how can you blame them, just soaking up the moment? Because these things do not happen every year. In fact, it might be another couple of decades before it happens again. So make the most of these celebrations, and you can see everybody trying to do that there on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The city doing pretty well, hosting this year's big championship game. Doing a nice job of that. And
social media, the reviews for just the patronage and how the city has been so welcoming of both teams, Alabama and Georgia. Everyone has fallen in love with Indianapolis and the fact that the stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium, to have a college championship football game where the professional athletes play, it was a fantastic experience.
Well, I think Alabama may have been thrown because rarely do they go over the Mason-Dixon line to play football. So they were in a northern cold city. They perhaps were a little confused about the whole situation. But you're right. I mean, it's time to bask in the glow of this championship.
And there's so many questions about if there's going to be a parade, what's the next steps. But Kirby Smart is speaking now. Let's listen to the coach.
Yeah, there's a lot of satisfaction doing that for them. But ultimately, it's those guys in the room, the blood, sweat, and tears, and 200 and something workouts and 160 something practices. I appreciate them so much. Our support has been tremendous. When we go on the road, our fans have been absolutely incredible. I think about Lauren Smith, who's sitting there. I think about hugging Vince Dooley's neck after the game, and I'm in tears and he's in tears. I got off the elevator the other night, and I thought it was a sign. When the elevator opened on the 15th floor, Vince Dooley was sitting on a bench, locked out of his room, and I thought, God put him there for me to see him the night before this game, and he was waiting on his key to come up to his room, and I just knew that meant something. And it was a special, special win, but it wouldn't have happened without these two guys sitting next to me and those men in that locker room. Just incredible, incredible connection and toughness. That was a tough game.
Okay, next we're going to go to Pat 40.
Kirby, congratulations. What things did you concentrate on changing, improving from December to now against Alabama?
Well, we practiced a lot more man-to-man. Lewis can tell you we probably simplified some things, made it a little easier. Didn't want one to beat us, and we had some poor plays on him where we left him open. But you know, we wanted to affect Bryce, and we felt like if we would get off the field on third down, we'd be fresher and we'd have a chance to rush better. I thought Coach Lanning, Muschamp, Adai, Trey Scott, and Schumann did a tremendous job putting a plan together, but the players carried it out. We really focused on playing man-to-man and doing it better than they did it. It was no scheme trick or anything else, and these guys bought into that.
Next question from Seth Emerson. Go ahead, Seth.
Kirby, if someone had told you 5 years ago that Stetson Bennett would lead you to a national championship on offense, what would you have thought?
I'd have thought, hell yeah, we won a national championship. I mean, I'd have been pumped. 5 years ago, he was delivering passes like Baker Mayfield against the scout team. And, you know, there's a lot of guys that saw him on that scout team make plays with his feet, his arm whip, and decision-making, and we were very impressed. But, again, to think that it would come this far from that national championship he was a part of and there to this one, man, what a story, you know. And there's so many guys on this team that, I mean, I want to single him out. William Poole, guys, this guy made a lot of plays tonight on the ball, and he was not even playing 3-4 weeks ago. Jalen Carter, I mean, there's a lot of guys that just made. A.D. Mitchell, a lot of guys made plays, and that's what this team has been, a collective group of people stepping up when they're needed.
Next, we'll go over to Mike Griffith. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, for Stetson, you guys had fallen behind 18-12, and you responded so quickly. Can you talk about that 4-play, 75-yard drive and just the aggression you attacked Alabama with?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that once I fumbled the ball, I was not going to be the reason we lost this game. And, you know, Coach Monk dialed up awesome play action. You know, we had been running the ball a lot, and I think we went, you know, 3 straight play action and then one deep ball that we got them to jump off sides because they've been timing up the snap a lot. But, you know, it's the thing that Coach Smart and the whole team has been preaching the whole year. Resiliency, toughness, composure, you know, connection. And I knew that those guys beside me had my back, and I had their back too.
Next, we'll go to Anthony Dasher. Go ahead, Anthony.
Coach Martin, you talk often about this team's resiliency and, you know, battling back from the first way back in the quarter. Just the third quarter there, the Stetson was fumbling the ball, got to get the ball to the 20-yard line. They get a field goal, but do you guys find a way to come back to stick to that goal?
Alternative.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I know you asked about resiliency and coming back. I thought I heard something about the field goal, but I couldn't hear you.
Thanks, Coach. I couldn't hear myself, all that background noise in my headset here. No, I just asking about the third quarter. Stetson was the fumble the ball. They get a field goal, but y'all bounce back. Just talk about the resiliency you guys showed to bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, to go out there, I guess you're saying that after the fumble we did hold him to a field goal. I'm getting confused on the drive. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Our red zone defense has been incredible all year. I can't tell you how many times this guy's lined up and had to blitz, play somebody in man-to-man. We practice red zone defense a lot, don't we? And we were number 1 in the country, or maybe 2 or 3 in red zone defense, because we got some grown men up front that don't let you run it. We force you to throw it, and then we stop you throwing it. And those red zone stops now, there were multiple times that we had huge stops in the red zone, and our defensive staff did a tremendous job. We felt really confident going into the game that if we wouldn't give up explosives from 50 and 60, we'd get them tackled. Even Keeley's play, he runs the guy down and tackles him. We're going to stop him in the red area because they can't run it. They're going to have to throw it because they can't run it with our front in there.
We'll go over next to Connor Riley. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, hey, Kirby, I wanted to ask about Jalen Carter. He makes the block field goal, and he comes in
to deploy his offense. What does it say about him and the rest of the team that you have guys who are so multi-positional and able to do so much for this team?
Yeah, it's just a credit to the toughness and really tenacity they have. I mean, I took him off kickoff returns. I wanted him to be fresh rush passer, and he was pissed at me. I thought he was going to beat me up over there when I told him he couldn't go on kickoff return because he wanted to go on kickoff return. He'd been playing defensive line. He had blocked the field goal. He played on offense and played fullback. So he's a talented player, and sky's the limit for him. He's got to figure out what his ceiling is and make sure he plays with great effort all the time.
Next, we'll go over to Lainey Higgins. Go ahead, Lainey.
Hey there, Stetson. This question is for you. I really wanted to know, all season long, there's been people in your ear, maybe not in your flip phone, but in your ear about, how you shouldn't be the starting quarterback or how, maybe this shouldn't be the season. And I know it's meant a lot to have Kirby stand by you all season, but, when you get to that point of both the fumble, the emotion that you feel there, you could see your face on the sideline, to then the tears that happened a little bit later during that pick six. Was that sequence of events, did it feel cathartic or just emotionally, where was your head at as you were going through that last, 10 minutes of the game?
The fumble was not cathartic, but the fumble, that was just football. There was no, I'd put my head down and say, that's not going to be how we lose this game. And, the teammate, AD went up and made it hit. He ran a great route. He went up. Jermaine on the bench route, we ran that play in practice probably 5 or 6 times. We'd never thrown the bench route because we were trying to hit the skinny route on the right. And, just the fact that Jermaine ran it, won like he did, Kenny finishing his catch over there on the left, holding up in protection. Just the whole drive. Everybody doing their job. That's what this football team is. That's what Lewis does every day for the defense. He's the leader over there. I love these guys. And then, the tears afterwards, that just hit me. I hadn't cried in, I don't know, years, but, it just came over me. That's what, when you put as much time as we do into this thing, blood, sweat, tears, it means something.
We're going to keep streaming this press conference on our website at CBS46.com. You can also download our free CBS app, CBS46 app, on Apple and Google Play Store for free, and you can watch all of this as it's happening in real time.
How many years until we see the Stetson Bennett movie and the story of his life, and there'll be actresses playing reporters like you, Emily, who all season long said this is not the guy that's going to bring them the championship, and you know what? Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not afraid to admit that, sure, I've said it throughout the season. I said it last year when he was the team starter, that this wasn't the guy. Listen, he proved me wrong and then everyone else, which is great. But here's the deal. UGA's defense had a lot to do with the fact that Georgia was on this stage tonight. And tonight, for them, this was revenge. They were sick of hearing about how Bryce Young absolutely picked them apart in round one of this matchup in the SEC championship game. They never got to him, never sacked him, didn't bring the pressure. They talked about affecting the quarterback quite a bit leading into this game, and they had 4 sacks tonight. I think the message was received. Head coach Kirby Smart and everyone else, including Dan Lanning, the defensive coordinator, who coached his very last game with Georgia tonight, drilled it in those players' head. Get to Bryce Young. They did exactly that tonight. And you know what? If you go back to that game earlier this season when Alabama lost to Texas A&M, when they lost to the Aggies in College Station, guess what? They got to Bryce Young too. That was the key to beating Alabama, sacking Young. They got to him at least 4 times. And in another game that Alabama almost lost this season at Auburn. Well, Auburn, I think, sacked him 7 times, sacked him 7 times, hurried him 8 times. So that really was the key. The Dogs, they understood the assignment tonight, the Dogs defense. So you know what? Kudos to them. And, of course, Stetson Bennett, we can't stop talking about it, how emotional he was after the game, crying, letting it all out. You can only imagine how much pressure he felt. The pressure is privilege, as Kirby says. Fred?
Retirement right now. Okay, here with Josh Brooks, the athletic director, rookie athletic director. How about that, man? Rookie year, and you got this.
Well, you know, I owe so much to President Moorhead, Coach Smart, Greg McGarity came before me, who put this staff in place and who did a lot of lay the groundwork for what happened tonight. So I'm just a lucky and happy to this office, and I'm proud to just be a part of it.
You know, just talk a little bit though about this game. You know, I mean, as you saw it, you know, as a former athlete yourself, the way the Dogs hung tough, and then that fourth quarter.
You know, it speaks a lot to the character of this team, the leadership we had, the senior veteran leadership, to go through the ups and downs and the challenges, to fight back and never give up, never give in, keep fighting, and to come out on top at the end. It summarizes what kind of kids we have in that locker room.
Yeah, and to beat in Alabama, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's like Ric Flair always says, right? If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, right?
Yeah, and obviously, all due respect to Coach Saban and the staff, I got my first start at LSU under Coach Saban a long time ago, and he's obviously, you know, one of the greatest of all time, and he's got a great staff, and there's great people that work over there. But tonight's for our kids, for our staff, for our state, for our university, for Athens and beyond, and for Bulldog Nation across the world. So,
I mean, yeah, it's been 41 years, you know, and you know, Buck Bellew and the gang winning it. That seems so long ago, doesn't it? And now another one.
That's right. Well, you know, 1980 was a special year. It was also the year I was born, so maybe this is a good little token there.
You're a young guy. You're a young guy, John.
I just look old.
You got that gray beard,
This job will age you.
Is that what it is? Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks so much, Jack. We appreciate it. All right. There it is. Go Dogs. You got it. So we're down here in the middle of the confetti right now, where they're having a blast.
They're just soaking in the moment, Fred.
You know,
they're soaking it in. It has been a very, very long time. Let's go to Rob Hughes. He's outside braving the cold with some hardcore Georgia Bulldog fans.
Hardcore Georgia Bulldog fans. I'm here with Gary and Chris Bowman. Guys, you're not just wearing Georgia gear, you're wearing Braves gear, too. It's been a pretty good little run, right?
Oh, it's been a tremendous year. I've had years. I remember back when we played the Yankees, we're ahead and lost at the end. When Bobby Cox, time after time, we get close, couldn't. But this year, the Braves did good. And then, you know, the Hawks. The Hawks almost went to they went to the sixth game, and they were going to the playoffs. Yeah. So then the Braves did their thing, and everybody kept saying we can't win, we're not going to win. That team's better, this team's better. And then we got to the World Series, and they said, oh, no, they got too many hitters.
Gary, your son Chris wasn't around for that 1980 national championship for the Georgia Bulldogs. What did you tell him about that national championship?
Oh, it was a great time. I actually went to many of them. I went to the one with Penn State. And we lost with Herschel trying to go in the end zone 4 times. We lost to Pitt when the guy from Miami threw a last-minute touchdown. Anyway, but the one with Notre Dame. It was just a tremendous time, and it was so exciting, you know. And in '80, I was only 38, I guess, and you know, here I'm at 80, and going to another.
Chris, real quick, what's it like to share in this experience with your dad?
It's amazing. I mean, to get a chance to hear those stories, to come so close so many times, to hear the stories of us losing over and over again, but the excitement that was 1980 and the Braves. I remember them for 95, but we weren't there. We weren't able to make it. We had tickets to every other game in 95.